Help! Help! We can't breathe! Help! Help! Smoke! Too much smoke! Fire! Fire! What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now, the story I'm going to tell y'all today is about prison beef. But this beef was deep and personal. But let's just take it from the beginning. Now, when it's beef brewing, but a fight don't break out immediately, that normally means it's probably some diabolical preparation is taking action. Now, I shouldn't have to tell y'all exactly what I'm talking about, but I am. You know I am. I'm talking about dudes making Glock dookie bombs and special batches of hooch. Yeah, we gonna get into it. Now, a common weapon was a hooch bomb. Now that's when you get about a cup or two of hooch in a bag, put extra fruit, bread, and feces in it, put in the bag, and you let it sit longer than it should. You want that bag to blow up enough to be squeezed through the bars. Now, when it blow up, that means it's full of a potent flammable gas. And all you have to do is throw it in the cell and try and get it in the bed. Then you scare the shit out of them till they wake up and roll over on it. As soon as it pop, you throw the firebomb in the cell, and boom, somebody charbroiled. Well, y'all listen. Big Gene, y'all remember Big Gene. He got into it with a dude that disrespected one of his boys. Supposedly, the dude saw the punk walking by and he spit on him. And he started calling him every name you could think of and just started laughing at him. Now, if you've been listening to my stories, you know Big Gene do not play about his boys. If you play, you pay. You disrespect, then it's another story. That's when things get violent. And blades come out ASAP. Now, Big Gene, he was making money in the prison, so he wasn't ever going to risk it all. He'd rather pay a goon to do his dirty work before catching a charge for hurting or unaliving somebody. Now, everybody know Gene real petty. He a real petty dude, so he'll pay extra just to make an example out of anyone who would dare disrespect one of his boys. Alright, let's get to it. Because I know that's what y'all waiting to hear about. Them damn boys. So, this how it went. Big Gene went to C Block to have a meeting with a few of his friends, such as the Punisher and Booty Bama Bang Bang. Yeah, y'all might have heard of them. Oh yeah, Big Gene got back. Pause. If he ever had a problem with anyone not paying or being disrespectful, it wasn't nothing for him to get the biggest bandits in the prison on the job. Why not? Why not? Gene's number one customers, they spend a lot of bread on them boys. So pushing that blade or giving a brutal beatdown instead of paying was all they need to hear. Now remember, I said Big Gene was petty. He could have used the Crips or the Bloods or any other gang, but he chose the Booty Bandits because he wanted to make a statement to everyone in the prison that feel some way about punks. The guy that spit on this boy was a straight guy. But Gene was gonna change all of that. Since dude was so homophobic and called the punk boy all those foul names, I guess Big Gene decided dude needed to be humble. And let's just say everyone saw what happened. But let me explain. Gene had one of his boys following the guy, all over just to get his routine. And he saw the best time to get him alone was after lunch. He normally be one of the last to walk back because he always going late. The boy told Bama and Punisher, told him what the move was. That's the only time that you could catch him. So I'm not exactly sure whose plan it was, but they cornered him in the stairwell. Dude went to the door and walked right into the Punisher, staring him down. By the time he turned around to run, Booty Bama Bang Bang was coming down the stairs from the other side with a pair of socks and a jar of Vaseline. Now, the stairs was kind of like storage area, you could say, but nothing was ever kept there, just empty dark space, and that's where a lot of fades and other stuff took place. Dude put his hands up like, "Hey man, what y'all doing, man? You ain't gotta do all of this. What the hell's going on? I don't even know y'all dudes, man." Bama like, "Man, shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth. Punisher, shut him up." Punisher looked at him, punched him dead in his jaw. Boom! Shut the fuck up. "Hey, man. Hey. I ain't do nothing to y'all. I don't even know y'all." And they studied, approaching him. And Booty Bama took them socks, stuffed it right in his mouth. Dude choking on his socks. He's stuffing them in deeper. Like, shut up. Shut up. Now, Punisher pulls out a cell phone and he props it up against the wall. And he makes sure that it's level to the activities that are about to take place. And when I say y'all, these two booty bandits put this thing on a widescreen cinema. They made sure the video was well recorded. They let that thing record everything. And the video caught Booty Bama putting that Vaseline where he shouldn't be. And, well, I can't even explain to y'all exactly what he did, but y'all know what he did. He tore those cheeks up. That's exactly what he did, y'all. He tore the cheeks up, and right directly after that, he invited the Punisher to have at it. And the Punisher did what the Punisher do. Punish. And as usual, y'all, it was another one screaming, hollering, talking about "don't punish me no more." And well, y'all, that was extreme prison justice. That again, by no means do I condone. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe, people. Keep coming back for more. I have plenty of stories that you probably haven't heard, so go on ahead and check them out. Run through the catalog and get well acquainted with prison justice. Unfortunately for Dude, his prison justice was not over. Now, in the prison, there's a such thing as a hit squad. What is a hit squad? Well, I'm going to tell y'all. Just chill. Just chill. Now, you can put a hit out on somebody in prison. And whether that be, with packs of Black and Miles or real bread, depending on what type of hit you're putting out. If it's just a message, a little beat down, a little roughen up, choke out, whatever, that could probably get handled with some Black and Miles. But if you're talking about physical damage like breaking bones or, disgrace and other such things, you're talking about cash. You're going to have to get a cash payment sent over, and it's not going to be cheap. Nobody works for cheap in prison. So, when that happens, and you have a hit on your head, now you're never going to know it, but there might be multiple people out to get you. And I'm talking about in prison, y'all. Yeah, out to get you in prison for money. Ain't that something? But believe it or not, it happens more often than you think. Now, if this happens and somebody puts a hit out on you, there's no way to stop it. They're the only ones that can stop it. If they say, I'm not paying, or it's over with, it's dead, or whatever the case is. There's nobody that can stop a hit once it goes out in prison, unfortunately. And this guy, he pretty much had somewhat of a hit out on him. Not that anybody was trying to stop it, but he had a hit out on him. Whoever took care of Big Gene's dirty work was going to get a hefty payment, either cash or y'all already know how he get down. So a set of goons, which I'm not going to name, took the hit. They decided, yeah, that commissary sound real good, and they was going to take care of the problem. So, y'all, it's always a batch of hooch brewing in the pod, or another pod. Now, they secured a batch of hooch. It had been brewing, almost ready. So they took out the amount they needed to make some money on it, but they kept about a good 3 cups of it to the side, and they added extra bread and extra fruit, and they put a little feces in there, y'all, a little urine, and they let it go back in the hiding spot a little longer than it should be, maybe an extra 2 weeks or so. Yeah, that's why I say the planning gets diabolical. If you plan for 2 weeks to do something diabolical like that, yeah, you might deserve to be exactly where you are. Now, like I told y'all, these joints turn into gas bombs once they're packaged properly. Meaning you got to get the bag airtight, and we have rubber bands, y'all. And you got to get that thing puffed out. Now, the reasoning behind throwing the whole gas bomb into the bed was because the bed was literally the only thing that could light up the mattress. There wasn't anything else in the cell. You wasn't lighting the concrete up. So you had to get it in the mattress, into the bed, for them to roll over, get the liquid all over themselves and the bed for it to ignite. Now, aside from, the desk, which was normally metal and top might be wood, the bed was the best thing you had that was gonna light up quick because it was cotton inside there or whatever. This is what happened to Dude. Those goons ran down on that cell, tossed the gas bomb in there, yelled in the cell, "Yo, yo, fire, fire, fire!" Dude snapped up real quick, rolled over. As soon as they heard that sound, they tossed the firebomb in there. Boom! I already had it lit. And Dude and the mattress took up in flames. Real quick. Now, they stood there and watched for a little while. Dude jumped off the bunk and he's scrambling around. Now he got the whole mattress is on fire and is on the floor. His clothes is on fire. He trying to get to the sink to put it out. Sink not working right. It's dripping water out. The sink never worked right. They barely wash their hands. It takes so long for the water to get right, the pressure. He headed to the toilet. He trying to put his head in the toilet. He like, yeah, oh my gosh, it burns so bad. And now they hauling ass like, all right, fuck this, we out. Dude obviously got burned real bad. He ended up with 4th degree burns all over his body. He didn't get unalived, but he learned a lesson. Not only did he get his manhood taken, but he got scars. I guess you could call them scars on the battlefield for his ways. So I want y'all to get in the comment box and tell me what y'all think, y'all. Do y'all think he got exactly what he deserved? Or was he just a misguided interruption that needed to be taught rather than punished? Get in the comment box, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Alright. That is going to be the end of this story, y'all. I really hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe. Hype this video. Help me get it out to the masses. People need to hear things just like this, especially if they headed to prison right now. They need to hear these stories to maybe deter them from making them wrong mistakes that I did, from going to prison at an early age and finding out, oh, you gonna learn today, young boy. You gonna learn today. Don't be a statistic. Alright. This is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.